Hi, my name's Melinda Coletta, and this is Gene the Dancing Machine.
It's Friday.
It's my husband, Phil Griffin. That's enough. No. My husband, Phil Griffin, together we're Professor Chef, and we teach you how to play with your food. So on this edition of Quarantine Cooking, we're going to...
You can't call it that.
You can't call it that?
Cooking with fun.
Okay, cooking with fun. We're going to be making a Petite Filet using our sous vide maker. We're going to be making date night potatoes and Hollandaise sauce in a food processor.
All right, so we're going to start with the potato first because that's what's up front.
All right.
All right, so this is a Yukon Gold. We like to cut it in half. We need to get a flat surface. And what we're going to do is we take this potato and sandwich it in between two bamboo skewers.
So you could use, these happen to be chopsticks, but a bamboo skewer would work, a pencil or a pen. The only reason we have these here is so he doesn't go all the way through with this knife.
So we cut it, and it's
all one piece, but it's not. And then when you cook it, it appears to slightly fan out, even though what's happening is the slices are just shrinking.
to that we add some olive oil. Drum roll, please.
I'm going to do this so she can, sorry. It's enough, Phil. Okay, put a little bit of olive oil on that.
And some black pepper.
So that's salt, Phil.
Oh, salt. This is salt.
So
But it is black.
It is a black salt. It's a flake salt. It's actually from Sweden.
Sweden?
Sweden.
She's the chef, you see?
And so it comes in a bunch of different varieties. You can go swap that out while I'm talking to the fine people on there. So this one happens to be the same type of salt, but this has wild mushroom in it. This one is rosemary and flake salt. So they come in all different varieties, and they're all wonderful. The one I don't like is, I don't like the lemon one. And this is what happens when you've cooked it at 450 degrees for approximately 1 hour. So you see how they opened up a little bit? And
I'm going to put it back in and get a little bit browner.
Yeah. So anyway, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and it's kind of impressive. So fun for your guests or to impress your date.
All right, so that's the potato. Let's talk about the Hollandaise sauce. When you make a Hollandaise sauce, you have to do something called put it over a double boiler. The double boiler is there to heat the egg yolks up because we have to get the egg yolks hot. We can't cook them. Eggs cook at a temperature of 140 degrees, so we have to make sure that they stay below that temperature of 140 degrees. The way you do that is you put your in a bowl, put them over a water bath. We're going to do it a little bit differently because what happens is as you add the oil, you can have two things happen to it. You could break the sauce. That means you add the oil too fast, or you could break it by scrambling the eggs. So we're going to be doing it in a food processor.
Yeah.
And the food processor takes out a lot of the guesswork.
But explain what breaking looks like.
So breaking is one, it could be scrambled eggs, or breaking would be where the oil has not been emulsified in with the egg yolks. Emulsification means that it's all held together, so the oil will be separate from the egg yolks. That sauce is broken. It's not emulsified. It's not held together.
You'll see it visually.
Right. And to help us out, we got 2 egg yolks in here. I'm going to add just a little bit of Dijon.
You're going to shake it up first.
A little bit of Dijon mustard.
So that helps.
Helps stabilize it.
And just a teeny little bit.
All right. I need the. So what we're going to do is we have to heat this up to 140 degrees approximately. I have butter that I melted in the microwave, and right now it's a temperature of about 130 degrees. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn it on.
Want me to help her?
And I'm going to drizzle the butter in. As I drizzle the butter in, I heat the eggs up. And we're making the Hollandaise sauce. This is a stick of butter. You should be able to put a whole stick of butter in with the 2 egg yolks. You hear the sound change?
And see how it's getting very thick?
Stop it for 2 seconds.
So that was a whole stick of butter to
Almost a
2
whole stick.
egg yolks.
So now to make a Hollandaise sauce, we need to add a little bit of lemon juice. We're using the juice that came, Sicilian juice.
So this is not from concentrate. It's pure squeezed lemon juice, and we love it.
We need to use some liquid pepper. And somebody says, what's liquid pepper? Liquid pepper is Tabasco sauce. Back in the day when I first started cooking, everybody used white pepper. Mm-hmm. And white pepper and hollandaise sauce just didn't go well. So you always put your liquid pepper in, and you put a little bit of salt in.
And put it back in.
Put it back in.
We love this little food processor because you don't need a lot of stuff. Sometimes those big ones are way too big. We would never be able to do this unless we were making more volume.
And that's the hollandaise sauce.
That's it.
It's that easy.
No sweat. And this Cuisinart, it has a chop and a grind. I don't see any differences. Just one goes one way and one goes the other. Yeah, you happy?
Yep.
Now, if they wanted to make a Béarnaise sauce.
To make a Béarnaise sauce, you do a tarragon vinegar reduction.
So you can find tarragon vinegar in the grocery stores, and you can just add it to this, and then it becomes a Béarnaise.
Go to the side.
So Hollandaise is the mother, and then Béarnaise is what you jump off to.
So when we cook the steak sous vide style, anything sous vide style, we put it into a vacuum seal bag. It doesn't have to be a vacuum seal bag. It can be a good-sized freezer bag. What we have found is our vacuum sealer draws the air up. So what we've learned to do is we learn to freeze whatever we're going to go vacuum seal, and then we turn around, and after it's frozen, we seal it so that way all the juices don't come rushing in. A good thing you do with these steaks here is put some seasoning in, like some sun-dried tomatoes, some olive oil, some garlic. You can add different flavorings to it. Then you take this. Don't let it drizzle over it. You're dirty in the dish.
No, I'm not. Like he cleans.
Here's the sous vide cooker. And there's the steaks. We set the temperature to 125. I put them in there about an hour and a half ago.
Who put them in there?
You did.
Yeah. Just want to make sure I get credit for what I do.
They could go for an hour and a half. They could go for 2 hours. They could go for 3 hours. Minimum time would be about an hour. These are cooked a perfect medium rare. Right? The sous vide cooker. Let me get it running for you again. For those of you who didn't see it the other day. Is set to temperature 125. This is the sous vide item. Keeps the water going and keeps it circulating and around. Okay. Melinda, please come out, please. I got this. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna put this back.
So no matter how long you cook this, it will always be a medium rare because it hasn't been cooked past that degree.
All right. So now we're going to open these up. Can we keep a towel, please? These steaks are cooked a perfect medium rare, nice and pink, but they just don't look very appetizing. So the only thing you have to do with sous vide cooking is you have to brown it. You don't have to, but
no,
it's a nice to have.
The caramelization on the outside gives you a lot of flavor. So, and we dry it off so it browns better when it hits the panini pan, which he's going to pull out in a second here.
Using his hands.
This thing is screaming hot. So the only downside to sous vide cooking is it's a two-step process because you have to do this, but it takes the guesswork out of a lot of things. Sizzle. Sizzle, sizzle.
I like using the panini pan because it gives me a little bit of lines. And I put this in the oven because we put the potatoes at the same time. And I put these on the paper towel because if we dry them off, they're not gonna make as much noise.
Well, no, it browns
The browns
better.
are better, yeah.
So we cooked a lot. We cooked a lot of things in the sous vide. The very first thing we cooked was octopus, and octopus, even if it's cooked correctly, is tough. It's like chewing on rubber bands. I'm telling you, as God is my witness, we cooked it. It literally melted in your mouth. It was phenomenal. We've cooked duck breast in this. Perfect medium rare. What else have we done? Oh, the mini cheesecakes.
Ribs.
Yep.
Baked beans. Tequila shrimp cocktail.
Oh, yeah.
So we put the tequila in with a little bit with shrimp. You put in a little bit of baking soda. Gives it a nice clean texture. Poached eggs. Unbelievable.
Oh my God.
The whole egg in the shell.
So you take the entire egg and just put it in the sous vide cooker, and was it
So eggs cook at 140 degrees. Because they cook at 140 degrees, you would never want to eat them. It's like the steak is pink and medium rare. Eggs cook at 140. The egg yolk is a little it's not completely white.
And
the egg's white.
The egg's white is clear.
Clear.
Okay.
So we cook it at 170 for 45 minutes. So that one we have to control time and temp. But most of the time, all you have to control is time.
But then
not time, temp.
if you crack that egg open, as soon as it comes out of that sous vide, it is perfectly poached. And poached eggs are hard to do. I got a good method, but sous vide is
I don't know if you guys saw it,
far
but I
better.
took these steaks and I turned them 45 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And the reason why I did that is hopefully I'll get little lines on the bottom.
just like Ponderosa.
Better.
Better.
I know somebody used to work at Ponderosa. Not me.
No, I did. It was.
Right.
It's actually a good job. I enjoyed it. That may not be done, but yeah, that's not done enough. But
Looking pretty good.
yeah.
One another thing nice about sous vide is you've got it cooked in the sous vide bag. You can turn around and keep that in your refrigerator for up to 2 weeks.
Yeah. So after it's cooked, you put that product into your fridge. As long as you don't take it out of that vacuum seal bag, it's got a 2-week shelf life.
People that have problems with Thanksgiving, they don't having to keep their vegetables warm.
Yeah.
You can put in the sous vide cooker and it keeps the vegetables nice and warm.
Yeah.
It's got a lot to do and it doesn't take up a lot of room.
And it's not hugely expensive.
No. But
So
if you have one of these, you have a induction cooktop like we have, and if you spend a little bit of money and get a toaster oven, you don't have to have a full-size kitchen.
yeah, yeah.
And you can make food that's pretty good.
All right.
All right, so we're gonna let these cook a little bit, but we're gonna get the presentation going. It still looks really good. Put a little bit of Hollandaise sauce over that.
The potato's bigger than the beef. There you go. And if it was a Béarnaise sauce, I'd probably put. Are you giving it a bath?
Yes.
I put a little bit of fresh tarragon on the top just to make it fancy pants.
No parsley.
No parsley. Phil doesn't do parsley. So.
And we should let the steak rest. So
Yeah.
he's gonna rest a little bit. But that's it.
That's
it's,
it.
It's that easy.
So.
I mean, we cooked a meal. We had to prep it for the potatoes a little bit quickly. But again, I think it's only been 10 minutes, 12 minutes.
Yeah.
We're pretty much done, and we made 3 items today.
Yeah. So, next
Next
week, we did have a request for omelet, so we're gonna do that on Monday.
Monday, and we might do an omelet, a frittata, and I might have something else, egg in the cloud.
Okay. Oh, I forgot about that one. That's
Nice.
really good.
Then on Tuesday, we're going to do a Caesar salad. Now it sounds weird, but we're going to make our own Caesar salad dressing. We're going to cook the chicken in the Caesar salad dressing, and I got a couple other bonus items to go along with that.
Well, you're gonna cook the chicken with Caesar salad dressing on top of it.
Yeah.
And trust us, this works.
We're going to do a bread pudding on Wednesday. We're not sure what type. Thursday, bacon, mac and cheese. And then on Friday, we're going to do meatloaf. I'm not sure what type of meatloaf. We might do a bat out of hell.
Oh, that's really
Intended.
bad. Anyway, so, but if you seriously, if you have any other recipe requests that you want to see us do at Live on 5, just send them on over. We're happy to accommodate if we can. So everybody stay safe this weekend, wash your hands, and we'll see you on Monday.